So it has been very impressive, and I applaud you for that. This is the third cohort we've hosted this training, and I think this is the time we've had this number. So I'm happy that all of you have been on board in many of the sessions. The executive director is on, so she's listening to what we are talking about you. We also have some other guests who join us along the way in the process. So, Madam Edie, so this is the third cohort of the pedagogy training program that is completing today, and they have fulfilled all the requirements to earn this certificate. We had, I think, over 100 applications, but we could not take all of them. We selected 60 applicants whom we invited to, who fulfilled all the criteria and were invited to attend this training program. So there were 60, and all of them attended the sessions up to the end. So we have 60 people who have completed all the requirements, and these have come from about 13 countries across Africa, 14 countries across the continent, spanning over 30 institutions. And out of the 60, we have 44 who are female. Okay, so I think that is very impressive, and 16 were male. So the men, we need to pull up our, I think, trousers. So 44 are female and 16 were male. And to me, seeing females be very active in this program is very impressive. So all of them have completed successfully, and they have fulfilled the requirements to reach this day and earn their certificates. We've gone through a number of modules with them. We've gone through interactive sessions as well as a project proposal which they have completed. So I'm happy to report that I think it's only this group where we have seen high consistency amongst all the trainees in attending all the sessions. So it's been a bit intense, but we are happy that we have all come through. So colleagues, thank you very much and congratulations. So I would like to welcome the Executive Director of AfriHealth to give her remarks before we go to the next activity. Thank you.
Thank you, Roy. And good morning, everyone. I want to hear your responses. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Right.
Good morning.
I'm hearing the 44 ladies. I'm not hearing the other gentlemen.
Good morning.
All right. Thank you very much. I'm really excited that we've been able to run the third cohort of this program. And despite the fact that we couldn't get funded to do it for free, we still had people who are ready to really pay for the course and stay through because this course is valuable. At AfriHealth, HPE, that's Health Professions Education, has been one of our hallmarks. It's one of the work that we do, and we do a lot in that area, in addition to research and other things that we do. And we are very particular about that because we know that that is the way that we can get a better health workforce that can contribute to improving the health outcomes that we all want for ourselves as a continent. I always say ourselves because I don't want to say our people because we are all part. I am part. So I always say that the quality health care and then the outcomes that we want for ourselves. And so we are very particular about that. And we know that it's not just about the students or the staff, but also us, that is the faculty, also plays a key role in this. And because the faculty plays a key role in this, we need to also ensure that we equip them with the skills needed for them to be able to deliver the quality education that the students need. And therefore, AfriHealth saw the need to do the pedagogy program. And looking at the numbers that subscribe to it, it shows that it's really important. The last year, the East Africa Regional Chapter, led by Roy and Priska, had a needs assessment in terms of HPE, and it came up that we still needed to build the skills of faculty in the various areas. And so we added an area also to what we were already doing because it came up strongly. So we keep improving the content of the course that we are running. And so what for me as executive director, who has been very passionate about this program, what I expect from you is that you go and bring the transformation that we need, the transformation. Let your students know that you are a better teacher now with what you've experienced. I'm sure that you started applying, but at the end, let them see that you are a better teacher after going through this course. Let your other colleagues who have not been part of this program have the appetite to join the next cohort because we are going to work on the next cohort before the year ends. And so just whet their appetite. Let them see you as the ambassadors as you apply the competencies that you've acquired through this program. Let them have the appetite and age and send us messages. When are you running the next one? When are you running the next one? Because that is what was happening previously. Let your heads of department also see the change that you are bringing. And I hope that through the custom projects that you've developed, you will be able to also find a way of implementing them in your institutions to really improve how things go on over there. And I must tell you that we are also going to look at your projects at AfriHealth and see if there are any innovative ones that we can really pick up and we can all work together on. We at times we apply for Spencer grant, which is educational research grant, and they always want a program that is or a topic that is innovative. So we also want to see if any of your custom projects are innovative enough for us to pick and then work together with you and other teams to implement that. So we'll also be looking at that. What I would also like to say again is that don't just end this program without being part of AfriHealth. AfriHealth continues to exist because of its members. And so would want you to be an active member. If I know some people are not members, we want you to join AfriHealth and those who are members together we ask that you become active members of AfriHealth. And one of the ways that AfriHealth helps people to be active is through our working groups. We have technical working groups and we have those on education. We are going to enroll people afresh onto the technical working groups because we noted that they haven't been as active as they should. So now we have umbrellas. We have the education umbrella, we have the research umbrella, we have the planetary health and other cross-cutting working group umbrellas. And the technical working groups enables people to learn. They are platforms for learning, for sharing best practices and generating knowledge. And we hope that you will be part of the technical working group. At least you have to join one. You can't join more than two. You can be part of one. So once we reactivate, we will send out a link for people to enroll. I know that the Planetary Health sent out a link because that is new and they have enrolled people. So the others also by next week, we hope to be able to, or next month, hope to enroll people. So we ask that you join. If you have expertise in any areas, join those areas. If you want to learn also, you can join and then you can be a better person and also sell AfriHealth to other people, especially to your institution. We would be happy to have your institutions on board so that more people can be on board and we can all benefit. Finally, I wish to invite you to our conference in Kampala. Do well to look for funding to join us in Kampala because it's really going to be wonderful. It is a wonderful platform for networking, for looking for partners uh, as you proceed with your career. So I wish you all the best as you move on with your new competences. And I want to express appreciation to all the speakers who came to teach you on this program, to Roger, who has also been supporting this and the Secretariat team, and to Roy, our coordinator, who has kept this program going. And let me also say that through this program, we are also looking for people who can support Roy to really coordinate this program. So we are looking through, and I'm sure we'll be able to find some of you who will be suitable to support him as a coordinator. Thank you very much, and congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. Over to you, Roy.
Okay. Thank you very much, Executive Director. So at this moment, on the program, what the AfriHealth President, he'll join later. But I would like also to announce that our guest speaker has joined. We shall introduce him later when he's going to give his speech. So I would like us to go to the next activity of the graduation. Roger, could you please take us through the next activity?
All right. Okay. Good morning, everyone, and thank you very much, Dr. Roy. All right. So the next activity is the graduation ceremony itself, where I'll be mentioning the names of those who were able to successfully complete the program. As Dr. Roy rightly mentioned from the earlier remarks, we've had 60 participants who have successfully gone through all the 10 modules and also completed the capstone project, the educational project, and they've all submitted it in the LMS. They've all completed their pre and post. And today, I'm happy to say that you all get your certificates after this ceremony. And as rightly mentioned, these are the participants coming from 13 countries. And that is Lesotho, Uganda, Sudan, Tanzania, Ghana, Nigeria, Zimbabwe, Rwanda, South Africa, Mali, Botswana, Mozambique, and Zambia. And they are coming from also 30 institutions from universities, colleges, and services across Africa. And also we had a strong participation from women, that is 44, and 16 men. So allow me to introduce the graduating cohorts for the cohort 3. So we start off with Dr. Talma Mpoku Alalbila Aku from the University of Health and Allied Science in Ghana. Congratulations, Dr. Talma. We have Dr. Hilda Amache, also from University of Health and Allied Sciences from Ghana. We have Miss Leah Naluwaga Baliruno from Uganda National Institute of Public Health from Uganda. And then we have Mrs. Patience Ichiama Bani, also from the Nursing Midwifery Training Council in Ghana. We have Mr. Jacob Kusinye from the Imbarara University of Science and Technology, also in Uganda. We have Dr. Edward Chagunda from University of Zimbabwe, Faculty of Medicine and Health Sciences in Zimbabwe. We have Dr. Chinedu Echi Williams from University of Port Harcourt Teaching Hospital in Nigeria. We have Mr. Kenneth Owusu Ajeman Jr. from the Ghana Health Service in Ghana. We have Dr. Deborah Charles Ajeguka from KCMC University in Tanzania. We have Miss Toluwana Joyce Amuhelo from Amaluti Adventist College in Lesotho. We have Miss Stella Kalani Alice Kandamiri from UK Med. The country is Zimbabwe. And we have Blaise Gakuo from USTTB in Mali. We also have Heger El Rashid Saad Al Sofi from Sustainable Development Response Organization, in short SUDRO, in Sudan. We also have Dr. Randazaki A.M. Khair from University of Khartoum in Sudan. We have Mr. Rahali Lawali from Al Shifa Scientific Medicine Company Limited in Nigeria. And we have Emtinan Gali also from University of Khartoum, Sudan. We have Victoria Lobo from Faculdade de Medicina from Mozambique. We have Miss Ibtihak Awad Abdallah Mahmoud from Afad University for Women, also from Sudan. We have Mr. Ramati McCarthy Stephen from Paris School of Nursing in Lesotho. We have Miss Molbehen Makasani from Maluti Adventist College, Lesotho. We have Miss Mamfafi Madede from Maluti Adventist College, Lesotho. We have Mamfo Mika Tekwa, also from Maluti Adventist College, Lesotho. Dr. Yakusani Mitala, Mbarara University of Science and Technology, Uganda. Wafa Abdulatif Al-Tahir Muhammad, also from SUDRO, that is Sustainable Development Response Organization in Sudan. Miss Lumfo Mariam Mohapelwa from Maluti Adventist College, Lesotho. Miss Sebunwan Lydia Mulaba, Maluti Adventist College, also in Lesotho. Miss Kante Mukele from Paris School of Nursing, Lesotho. Mr. Motibank Isaac Molignani from Maluti Adventist College, Lesotho. Mr. Sebufe Peter Molefe from the National Health Training College, NHTC, also in Lesotho. And then Kenelwe Motal Hedi from the University of Botswana in Botswana. Dr. Delphina Robert Msanga from the Catholic University of Health and Allied Sciences, Bugando in Tanzania. Mrs. Rofiwa Midana Mulibana from Sefako Magato Health Sciences University in South Africa. Miss Venus Dadirai Mushininga from Zimbabwe Society of Oncology Pharmacy in Zimbabwe. Mr. Richard Mutimbe from Paris School of Nursing, Lesotho. Miss Nabukira Nusifa from Lira University Teaching Hospital, Uganda. Dr. Jamila Nabukenya from Imbarara University of Science and Technology, Uganda. Miriam Josephine Nakiwala, also from Imbarara University of Science and Technology, Uganda. Miss Brenda Nalugo from Makerere University, also in Uganda. Dr. Loveness Anila Nkata from the University of Zambia, Zambia. Mr. Jovial Thomas Ntauku Rurayo from University of Global Health Equity, Rwanda. Mrs. Mfafati Julia Njabani from Maluti Adventist College, Lesotho. Dr. Alain Nalihama from Seed Global Health, Rwanda. Dr. Olulope Florence Olufalanyo, also from Department of Community Health and Primary Care, also College of Medicine, University of Lagos, and then Lagos University Teaching Hospital, all in Lagos, Nigeria. Dr. Angela Palanyo from KCMC University, Tanzania. Miss Mantala Kanya from Maluti Adventist College, Lesotho. Dr. Hala Zaki Abdel Rahman, University of Khartoum, Faculty of Medicine in Sudan. Miss Siaka Ramuleti from Pare School of Nursing, Lesotho. Intabisen Rapolo, also from Pare School of Nursing, Lesotho. Mr. Poliso Emmanuel Salebalo, also from Maluti Adventist College, Lesotho. Mr. Molefi Franz Sefeka from Pare School of Nursing, Lesotho. Miss Rutmete Setai from Pare School of Nursing, Lesotho. Mrs. Mantele Satika, also from Maluti Adventist College, Lesotho. Miss Bongi Sibanda from the African Forum for Primary Health Care, Afro-PHC, also from Zimbabwe. Dr. Isra Hassan Bashir Siddiq from the University of Khartoum in Sudan. Miss Julia Taboneko from Maluti Adventist College, Lesotho. Miss Muratwa Tamhani from Maluti Adventist College in Lesotho. Lerato Tapelo also from Maluti Adventist College in Lesotho. Dr. Flavia Weri from Mulago National Referral Hospital and also FEMA, Uganda. Dr. Martha Bernard William, Bugando Medical Center and also Catholic University of Health and Allied Sciences, Tanzania. And Faith Zaka from University of KwaZulu-Natal in South Africa. So we'd like to say a big congratulations to all of you, the class of 2026 cohort 3. Congratulations to all of you. Over to you, Dr. Roy. I wanted to play a little video of our congratulations, but I have to switch in between slides.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Let me do that. I need to do that.
Congratulations to all of you. And like Madam Edie said, please, we invite you to attend the AfriHealth Conference, join a community of practice, and there is a lot to do for everybody in AfriHealth. So you'll meet very many wonderful people in August when you attend in Kampala. So thank you very much and congratulations to all of you. Our next activity is just to mention, maybe Roger, just in a minute, please assure them that they are going to get their certificates and how they are going to get them.
Yeah. So right after today's session, you'll be able to log in on the LMS, and at where you completed a post-course survey, you'll be able to see the certificates. All you have to do is to click download, and then you get your certificates. And then you feel free to tag us on LinkedIn, tag AfriHealth on LinkedIn, share your nice words, your all the great things you said to us on evaluation. You can also share them as well when you share them on LinkedIn, and tag us, all of us, Dr. Roy, myself, AfriHealth, more importantly. We'll be happy to respond and also reshare as well. Thank you so much. Dr. Roy, I need to play my congratulations video. It's very important to me.
Please, I give you a minute to play that video.
Okay, all right, that's fine. I hope this song works. Is the volume coming?
No.
Oh, just a minute.
I think you have to click the sound before
Yes,
you
let me just
Click
share.
the sound.
Okay. Just a minute. Oh, I didn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's go to the next activity. At this juncture, I would like to invite a guest speaker. I'll just briefly introduce the guest speaker. He's on. Professor Shumba, we are happy to be with you today. Just in a minute to introduce you to the trainees who have graduated today. Dear colleagues, Professor Shumba, who is our guest speaker today, is an educationalist and is a mentor. So Professor Shumba is an associate professor and the Dean School of Allied Health Sciences at the University of Namibia. He's a registered physiotherapist and a public health specialist as well. He's a FEMA fellow, and he is also currently an advisor with the International FEMA Institute. And he has done a lot of work in health professions education. He's also an advisor at the FEMA East African Regional Institute. He serves on several professional councils and he's participated a lot in program evaluations and education committees. He's an associate editor with a number of journals, and he has been a guest editor with a number of journals. He's a mentor of students at various levels up to PhD students, and he was appointed recently as the chair of the Health Professions Education Hub for AfriHealth. So colleagues, join me to welcome Professor Shumba as our guest speaker today to talk to you as not upcoming, but as health professions educators. Professor Shumba, you are welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Roy. Can you hear me?
Yes.
You can. Okay. Thank you. It's quite an honor to be associated with AfriHealth, and again, as an honor to be invited to do my speech, highlighting a few items. Before I start, may I acknowledge the presence of the Executive Director, Ms. Georgina, the course coordinator, Dr. Roy, and dear graduates. Congratulations to everyone that have made this far. I think it's quite a very good milestone for everyone. This pedagogy course for health professions education, I understand it has become a flagship capacity building program for AfriHealth. And this program responds to a persistent gap across the continent for many who teach in health professions institutions. I think on the list that there's quite a number of people from various institutions. Many, they come from different clinical backgrounds and scientific backgrounds, or most, and I could acknowledge even myself when I got into academia and teaching, I did not have a formal preparation in terms of educational methods. And I think you have taken the right step to be able to deliver your educational methods adequately. I'm also informed that this graduating class is the third in the program's history, reflecting a growing and sustained community of practice, which is increasingly recognized and valued. I'm also informed that this cohort 3 has reached 60. I think the statistics that has been showing here are quite pleasing. I must say alarming in terms of the number. 60 is quite a very big number. I see the women, of course, are leading with 44 and 16 males. Hopefully, I think on the next cohort, we'll have more men in the core. And there are so many countries that are represented here, 13 of them with about 30 institutions. This is quite pleasing. Of course, Lesotho, well done. I think the number has been, is very high. The graduates today, of course, from various health professions, I'm informed, from nursing, from medicine, from pharmacy, and from public health. And I'm informed that this program was delivered virtually over 10 structured modules, spanning learning theory and adult learning, principles of assessment, curriculum design and development, competence-based education, mentorship, interprofessional education and quality assurance, educational scholarship and manuscript writing, e-learning technologies and AI in pedagogy, complemented by, of course, reflective sessions. And this has been provided by distinguished faculty from across Africa and beyond. This is quite pleasing and well done for such a good cross or spanning of in terms of professions. Based on the modules that are mentioned above, allow me to center my speech on how we need to then reimagine competence-based clinical education, which I guess is the greatest need of most health professions across Africa. Competence-based clinical education in health professions stands at a critical juncture at the moment. With the global South context, the unabating Pareto principle of 80% of the population relying on resource-scarce public health, vis-a-vis roughly about 20% of the population having access to private health care. It's time that global technological innovation and providing epistemically just clinical education compels educators think most of you that are here, to start to rethink how future professionals are prepared for practice. Now that you're a graduate who is going back, how are we going to prepare the future professionals for practice? While clinical education is often described simply as students that are practicing what they have learned in the real world, it should be noted that it extends far beyond skills transfer. Clinical education is the deliberate cultivation, of course, of competent, compassionate professionals capable of navigating uncertainty, problem solving creatively, and of course, always delivering quality patient care. Director of Ceremonies, several contributions provide a foundation for interplay between pedagogy, technology, and context in shaping inclusive and democratic learning environments with diverse learners. I think you can acknowledge me that we are in a generation of Z learners whose world is fast moving, uncertain, and unpredictable. Co-creation and collaboration are no longer optional. Co-creation and collaboration are no longer optional. They are actually mandatory. They are essential conditions for responsive engagement in the workplace and interactive relevance in the learning environment. The educational design must therefore be responsive, flexible, and dialogical. Assessment within the clinical education is also a critical theme and should not be seen as a mechanism for judgment, but a catalyst for competence. Assessments needs to be reframed as feedback-rich diagnostic and developmental tools. It should reflect areas where improvement is needed and citing positive performance. While change and disruption, which we all don't want, often provoke discomfort, they also compel us to question entrenched practices and embrace the urgency we hold as educators to do better. Importantly, clinical education is not about possessing all the answers. It is about creating the conditions for students' light bulbs moments. You should be creating light bulb moments for your students through teamwork, interdisciplinary exploration, and a willingness to reflect. I see that center to this course is a reflective practice, which is quite good. And as Aristotle said, we begin to see ourselves not just as instructors, but as facilitators of transformative learning experiences through praxis and enabling practical wisdom. Two key rationales for learning are assessment of learning and assessment for learning. But however, with the current competence-based medical education, it has shifted the rationale for assessment from assessment of learning to assessment for learning. In assessment for learning, active engagement of the learner forms the central role, which we all encourage. Assessment should be performed by and with the learner. That's assessment for learning. On the other hand, assessment of learning focuses on acquisition of knowledge or just demonstration of certain competencies in controlled settings, which we discourage. Given that these two rationales for assessments are different, and the recent shift of competence-based medical education, our thinking should be on developing assessment rubrics, that consider the effect of trainees' competence on the quality of patient treatment outcomes. In Africa, Director of Ceremonies, I think there's need to collaborate and develop competence frameworks for all health professions and use the agreed competencies to review our curriculums and introduce and continuously review competence-based clinical education. More so, these competence frameworks can be adapted for evaluation of health professionals in line with our specific country licensing and registration requirements. I would like to give an example of we developed a competence framework for undergraduate radiograph in Namibia, as well as it was a joint project with Namibia and Somalia. And as I'm talking right now, this has been advocated to be adopted by the specific health professions for licensing and registration. So the move should be to try and align how we can develop our competence-based frameworks within Africa, specifically for all the health professions education. Director of ceremony, within this discourse, real challenges, of course, continue to be confronted. Strained resources, growing workloads, and the well-being of staff, juggling teaching, clinical workload, and supervision. One pivotal question is, should we continue trying to do more with less? Or should we have the courage to do things differently with less? Should we continue to do more with less? Or should we have the courage to do things differently with less? Such a transformative future may be prioritizing depth over breadth. We need to prioritize depth over breadth, coherence over fragmentation, and collaboration over isolation. It's a time that we need to move away from silos. Ultimately, a transformative future in clinical education is not confined to curriculum design. It is about supporting students through their transitions, helping them make meaning of their learning and nurturing a genuine sense of belonging. Because belonging strongly predicts success, which we all know, it requires us to unpack the hidden curriculum and the assumptions we may carry or uncritically reproduce without realizing it. While clinical reasoning is essential, inconsistent clinical teaching methods illuminate the need for consensus in structured, evidence-based approaches to enhance clinical education. Strengthening clinical reasoning is critical to prepare all graduates or clinical health professions education to be responsive to modern health system demands. In conclusion, Director of Ceremonies, I think it is important to note that those that have graduated today and those that continue to come in through this course, that all health educators continuously gather ideas from and learn. We all learn from each other continuously, from all stakeholders, through productive processes of interdisciplinary sharing. My key message is we need to move away from silos. We need to embrace collaboration. We need to embrace inclusivity in order for us to move in the future that we want in terms of health professions education. Thank you, Director of Ceremonies. And congratulations again to everyone.
Yeah, thank you very much, Professor Shumba, for that wonderful message. Let's thank Professor Shumba. You can thank him. I can see some of those, signs coming up. So thank you very much, and we are very grateful. And the emphasis you have put on assessment for learning, I do believe that the people here have got the message clearly, and we sincerely thank you for being part of AfriHealth and accepting to continue being part of us and gracing this occasion as well. So thank you very much, and we hope to host you again in various capacities. So as we come towards the tail end of this program, I would like to invite Dr. Randa Zaki, can you hear me? On behalf of the trainees to extend a vote of thanks on behalf of the trainees to AfriHealth, the guest speaker and the team before we conclude.
Okay. Okay. Just a second. Okay, there will just be a few words from the heart. Um, dear ladies and gentlemen, all, it gives me the great pleasure to say thanks to you all on behalf of my colleagues, and I will say thanks to all our instructors and our educators, I mean, and our organizers. Over the past few weeks, this course has been more than learning opportunity or learning journey. We shared experiences of collaboration and inspiration. I would like to thank our organizers, Dr. Roy Mobiuk and Dr. Roger Lawrence, for their guidance, and the all special debt of gratitude. I would like to thank also our instructors, Dr. Ronella, Dr. Roy, Dr. Innocent, Professor Adisola. I'm sorry for if I pronounce the name in the wrong way. Dr. Judy, Professor Elizabeth, Dr. Faith, Professor Elise, and Dr. Brian. Actually, we extend our deepest thanks to them all. You didn't only share your knowledge with us, but you share with us your professionalism and patience and your passion. I would like as well to thank those who shared with us their reflections, Professor George and Professor Patricia. I can't say but thanks to all of you. And I would like to say that we leave this course with knowledge and gratitude and inspiration. And I would like to invite my colleagues in the course that I invite everyone to say thank you, spoken in their own language. If you please allow me to count in 3, that I will count 1, 2, 3. When I say 3, please each of you open your mic and say thank you in your own language. So I will start counting. 1, 2, 3. Now, shukran.
Shukran.
Thank you,
Ẹ
Madam.
ṣé gan-ni.
Asante sana.
Shukran.
So thank you all for your voices remind us with it was a great course actually, and we are sharing the same spirit of learning and collaboration. We hope that we are going to extend this course. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Randa, for that. So thank you very much, and we pray that you take this forward, and most importantly, become a community of practice. You join the AfriHealth community and be actively involved in the activities of AfriHealth. So I'd like to invite the executive director to give us closing remarks and close off this ceremony.
Thank you so much, Asante Medase. Wezo. Hey, Wezo means something's welcome. Okay, I think Akpe is another language in Ghana. So Akpe, we are so grateful to all of you because without you students also, this program wouldn't have been a success. And for those of you who sponsored yourselves, well done for investing in yourselves. For those of you who were funded for this program by your institutions, express appreciation to your institutions for seeing the need to invest in you. And so we are very, very grateful. Tondra, we are very grateful to you, Prof. Shuba. Shumba, we are very grateful to you. Your keynote address is really deep. And I think that you need to share with us so that we can put it on the LMS and make it accessible for the fellows to also meditate on it, and it becomes another model for them to look at, especially in some of the areas. They did competency-based, and I think an assessment, and your speech, your keynote address would really help them to reflect on how they can really work through all those things. We are very grateful to all of you, and we pray that the good Lord will be with all of you as you move into the next phases in your career, that you will be successful in all that you do, and you will keep on selling AfriHealth to others and become active participants of AfriHealth. Thanks to all of you and everyone who is, and we thank AfriHealth also for really making this course possible at a cheaper rate. And let me say thank you to your facilitators, because they did this for us to be able to charge at the rate that we've charged you. Otherwise, you should have been paying about $500 for this course. That is for the full one, but the facilitators did this pro bono. And so the little that you paid enabled us to run this program at the minimum cost. So thanks so much to our facilitators and to all of you. All right. So we are closing. I think I'm closing. Nobody's speaking again. So bye-bye and all the best.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you. See you all again sometime soon.
Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Prof. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you.